Senate Banking Committee is set to vote tomorrow on the newest version of the Secure and Fair Enforcement Regulation Banking Act. This would give cannabis companies access to business banking services. Pot stocks higher ahead of this vote. They've been higher for weeks. For more on what this could mean for the industry, let's bring in Curaleaf founder and executive chairman, Boris Jordan. Boris, great to see you.
Great to be back, Melissa.
What are you expecting tomorrow?
You know, I think tomorrow, I think it was a year ago that I was on with you the last time, and we talked safe banking. So it feels like Groundhog Day. But I think this time we're going to get a positive vote. And I think what's really important is that this is the Senate. So the House, as we know, has voted on this 7 times, passed it, handed over to the Senate, and the 7 never took it up. So this is the first time the Senate has actually taken this law up through the whole process, so through committee onto the floor. And I think that both Republicans and Democrats have had significant time to opine on this law. I think it's in pretty good shape. I do think we're going to get a positive bipartisan vote of probably 14 members tomorrow on the banking committee, and then it will go to the Senate floor. And I think there, frankly, we do have the votes to get it passed.
Hey, Boris, it's Tim. And you've said many times, and you're right, and I would confirm it as well as someone that's involved in the industry, you're not playing for this vote tomorrow. You're running a business that you've picked the places where you want to put down assets, and you're running as efficiently as possible. So, you know, whether we get this follow through, I think getting through the House is going to be very tough. Let's talk more about just the capital markets and the prevailing market conditions. Cannabis stocks have had a major rally. You guys were one of the first guys to come to market in the fall of 2020 when the conditions got very good. And people were critical at first. I think it was a very smart move because it gave you more of a buttress of capital at a time when, in hindsight, everybody needed as much capital as possible. So how do you evaluate the environment today? Is it a good time to come to market for companies that have seen a major run up in their stocks and just where balance sheets are overall?
I think that right now is not a great time. At least I don't think the biggest companies are going to come to market with any significant raises at this point in time. Some of the smaller operators that are in more need of capital are coming to the market right now. We saw a couple of small deals happen last week and the week before. I don't think you're going to see any of the names you have up on the screen, Curaleaf, Trulieve, or Green Thumb, come to the market anytime soon. I think we're all reasonably well capitalized. We have strong cash flows. And I don't think we need to come at this level of valuation. I think people are going to wait to see a reevaluation of these assets. These assets have, corrected almost 90% from their highs. And I don't think at this point in time people are in the condition to have to raise capital. Most companies have cut costs, have rationalized their businesses, closed markets that they didn't want to be in, and feel much better today than they did, even a year and a half ago. So I think in many ways, this lack of legislation, lack of regulatory change has forced the industry to really start to clean its act up and get to profitability.
So you're not going to be raising capital, Boris, but can you talk to me about what you see on the other side of this? Let's say it passes. What sort of environment are we in right now? I mean, I would think that for many people, cannabis is a very discretionary item. For others, it's not. It's a medical need. But for some, it's definitely discretionary. How does this hold up in an era where consumers are strapped and they're looking to cut costs, all over the place in their households?
Well, there's no question that I think the whole industry, and cannabis is no exception, all consumer products industries right now are feeling, particularly discretionaries, are feeling the pressure of the consumer. And we're feeling Curaleaf, who has a global platform. We also have a large operation in 4 major countries in Europe. In addition to the U.S., I would say in Europe, we're feeling it even more than the United States right now, with a higher inflationary environment there than we're seeing in the United States. The U.S. consumer seems to be a little bit more resilient than the European. But I do think that with time as rates come down, I think we'll start to see a recovery in that.